everyone, my name is Jamie Willett, and I'm going to demonstrate how you can integrate our new build verifying tool into your CI/CD pipeline, in this case, GitHub workflows. For this tutorial, we're going to demonstrate the entire setup process from setting up the runner, configuring our workflow, and setting up our secrets. In order to do these steps, you are going to need a Linux machine or virtual machine in order to host the runner. You're also going to need the project that you wish to sign. In this case, we're working with this utility tool project. You're going to need this set of workflows, which we can distribute to you, or in the future, you'll be able to download from the Code Sign Secure website dashboard. In addition, you will also need to be able to gain access to, from that same download, the repository visible here. This build verification repository. Let's first discuss why you should integrate this build verification tool into your existing CI/CD workflow. Self-hosted runners and runners in general are hosted from your build machine or on the cloud. However, they are not the most intelligent things. They simply do the job presented to them. To avoid exploitation of your runner and make sure that only code submitted from your organization is being built and executed, it is essential to have some verification method to confirm that the code was submitted from your organization. This tool provides that security. It will create a hash as part of the submission process of your code and then compare that hash during the build process to ensure that your code is what it claims to be. So now that you know what this tool is for, let's go through the setup process from start to finish on a new build machine. This will be our new build machine, this Ubuntu instance on the right. And in order to set it up, the first thing we're going to need to do is to create a new runner. So we're going to create a self-hosted runner. We're going to make a new one. And we're going to choose Linux as our runner's platform. Let's open up a terminal window. And run the commands supplied to us. Let's verify the hash, as we should only be working with verified code. As we can see, we've verified this code, so we should now continue. And we're going to extract the installer. Next, we're going to set up our config file. Everything is generated by GitHub for us. We're going to use the default group. We'll let this virtual machine be the name for our runner. We don't need any special labels. We can use the default work folder. And now we just need to start our runner. Our runner is now active and listening for jobs. We've completed this setup process. Now we have to do a few extra steps to help this runner work with the code that we have. So let's go to our workflow. Our workflow here under code can be accessed in our GitHub workflows, and we need to make changes to our main and verify hash files. Let's start with verify hash. Here we have a few environment variables. We need to specify where these variables lead. So in our case, our email recipient is going to be my account. That way I can receive the email if anything is to go wrong with this build. This is separate from the traditional build notification that will go to the email registered that ran the build account. This email will tell us if there is any sort of issue with the hash. This is an extra layer of security to help make sure that you are aware when someone is submitting fraudulent code to your build environment. Next, we need to make sure that we have the path to our verifier correctly configured. So in this case, we have our build verification, and we're going to get this path. With these changes, we can now commit the changes to our repository, and we now need to set up for this project our secrets. You will need 2 secrets set up in order for this code to run. So let's go to our actions and set up secrets. I've already set up the secrets for this machine, but if you wanted to create them, you would simply use new repository secret and name the secrets accordingly. You will need an access token for GitHub, and you will name it access_token_GitHub, and you will need the code sign secure access token. We will now briefly demonstrate how to create the token. If we go to user management, we can generate a new API key. You can name this API key whatever you want. Just make sure you know what it is in case it needs to be removed later. We'll let this key work for 30 days. We're going to copy this API key, and we're going to add it to our secrets in GitHub. Under Build Verifications folder, we can find the required packages that must be installed for the runner to work. Let's install these packages. Next, we will need to create a directory in our temp folder in order for the build to publish to. So we're going to use the command make dir to create our build verification directory, followed by touch to create this build verifier log. Now that this is complete, we should be able to run our code. Let's try manually triggering our workflow using the Run Workflow button. We can see from our running terminal that a job is running, file hash. This will confirm that the hash submitted matches the hash built. As you can see, we've succeeded in our build, and if I check my email, I can also see that I've received an email showing that the hash validation was successful. This completes our demonstration of the setup and execution of the CI/CD pipeline build verification tool. If you need any assistance setting up a CI/CD pipeline and integrating code signing, please reach out to Encryption Consulting and we can set you up with a demo of Code Sign Secure.